This is everything I've learned about marriage. Nothing. Like a book without pages or a forest without trees, because there are things you cannot know before you experience them, because no study can prepare you for the joys or the trials, because nobody else's love, nobody else's marriage is like yours. And it's a road you can only learn by walking it, a dance you cannot be taught, a song that did not exist before you began.
Looking over my shoulder, time it moves slowly when everyone's watching. Had any of you told me this was a part of the story, I wouldn't have believed it, not for a moment. But through it all, miracle, turn around and it feels like home. Look around and it feels like home.
Something I have always loved about love is its ability to make us believe that we'll never forget every moment that we hope we remember. It's only when we're in love that we can convince ourselves earnestly, I will always remember this. What a hopelessly beautiful thing for us to believe, that we can hold all of this life inside of us. It's a belief that doesn't change as we age, despite the proof that eventually the edges will always blur. Memories from spring are one day transplanted onto fall. At dinner parties, we'll turn mid-story to our person to help us fill in the details of the stuff we swore we would never leave behind. It may not be possible to remember it all, but by God, it'll be fun trying.
Through it all, miracle, turn around and it feels like home. Through it all, miracle, turn around and it feels like home. Look around and it feels like home.
I think one of the most beautiful and rare feelings we can ever experience is loving someone so deeply that merely speaking to them on the phone transports you to a sort of auditory home. I imagine we experience it as infants when we hear our mother's voices. It's so special when we can find that in a person we weren't glued to throughout our childhood, but rather someone we somehow gravitate towards later in life. Our has been my sister's home since far before they started living in the same one. Oh, jeez. I'm sorry.
Turn around and it feels like home. Look around and it feels like home. Every morning embraced like meant to be. Okay, I'm going.
Goosefraba. You got it. Do you like it?
It's beautiful. Okay. Okay.
You're perfect. You're good.
You look beautiful.
You're great. You're great. You look so pretty. You feel good?
No, I feel terrible.
Why?
My hair looks big.
No, it doesn't. You look great.
I love the dress.
You
It's a
do?
beautiful dress.
You like
The most beautiful moment in life is when you meet the person who makes you feel complete. The person who you can't wait to Skype with every night. The person whose image from the first time you saw them is permanently etched into your brain. For Jordan, that happened about 22 years ago when my parents had me. Thank you. I've only known R since I was around 14, but it truly feels like I've known him for forever. He never loves silently. He never lets someone go without knowing how much they mean to him. Jordan and I go back just a little bit further. I can't think of a time I wasn't glued to her hip, belting Taylor Swift in her car, calling her to talk, or modeling my life closely after the path she's taken. I think my first form of heartbreak was probably dropping her off at college 9 hours away and driving home without her. Thank you for being my best friend, and thank you for bringing me my other best friend with you. I'm so beyond honored to be a part of this day, and marrying the two of you is about to be my most prized accomplishment, so thank you.
You liked us that much.
You are the love of my life, and I am eternally grateful to know you. You make me feel strong, and your partnership gives me the kind of strength that makes me truly believe I can not only make it through hard times, but achieve really great things. You are truly one of a kind. You are the part of me that builds me up, makes me confident, and reminds me of how beautiful life is. We usually tell each other I love you, and the other person yells back, I love you more. When I tell you that, I want you to know that I don't mean I love you more than you love me. I mean I love you more than I did yesterday. I love you more than the hard times, the long distance, and the struggles we've been through, and inevitably will go through. I love you more when I wake up every day, and I vow to love you more every day for the rest of my life.
Jordan.
It's okay.
Okay, shh. Ever since that first kiss at Wesley Cotter's house, whether you count it or not, you have made me the happiest I've ever been in my life. Not very many people can say that they go to bed happy and wake up happy, but I can. I will promise you this. I will be there whenever you need me. I will never leave you, and I will keep you safe. I will never stop loving you. You have and always will be the love of my life.
So Jordan, do you take R to be your lawfully wedded husband?
I do.
And R, do you take Jordan to be your lawfully wedded wife?
I do.
By the power vested in me and the presence of your loved ones, I now pronounce you married. You may seal your commitment with a kiss.
comes home from school, and man, I mean, she's home like an hour late from school. Well, it turns out he had snuck into their homeroom class and emptied everything out of her out of her homeroom class, books, notebooks, everything, and left her nothing but a treasure map and clues. You know, the interesting thing for me was 18-year-old boy, what time, effort, and planning he had to put into that to connect with my daughter. So that was when I knew I should keep an eye on him.
Jordan, I have the gift of being able to close my eyes and feel your fingers wrapped around mine. Being your mama has been and will always be the best honor in life. And now I am grateful and have peace to have you are in our family, holding her hand for the rest of her life.
Now, while they are both individually great, I truly do believe they are better together. To put it simply, they're each other's best friends. They don't keep secrets, they work through problems seamlessly, and put each other first every single day. But first and foremost, if it weren't for I would have lost a lot of money in my company fantasy football leagues. Although I was disappointed about 30 minutes ago, I learned that he has not set my lineup for tomorrow.
Busy.
So
Come on.
we need to fix that.
There's a ton of stories I could tell you about, like Critter not sharing swords when we were younger. He usually gave you the broken ones or the discards. Critter's ballet classes.
It was for sports.
You've shown a lot of resilience and determination that has carried over in your life. I'm proud of what you have been able to accomplish, and I've learned a lot from you too. Now to the beautiful bride, Jordan. You're incredibly driven, you put others first, and there's no one more perfect for my brother. Cheers.